Simple harmonic motion. Some motion are also periodic. When a weight is suspended on a spring, pulled down and released, the weight oscillates up and down. Neglecting resistance, this oscillatory motion of the weight will continue on, and its height is periodic with respect to time. Look at the illustration. This is the normal position of a spring. Pag birahon siya, nginiyang kanaan maging position. Amo yang ilaong na pull the spring, pull down, anay maporma, and pag i-release siya, dili dayon siya mabalik sang dati na anaporma, which is nini. Mag-closer na asilan nga di, then ang pa magbalik sang dati na forma ng spring. Among yang the weight oscillates up and down. Periodic motions are usually modeled by either sine or cosine function and are called simple harmonic motion. Pag yung periodic motions i-model ng sine and ng cosine function, yung tawag kanilan is simple harmonic motion. Unimpeded movements of objects like oscillation, vibrations, rotation, and motion due to water waves are real-life occurrences that behave in simple harmonic motion. When we say unimpeded, meaning way harang. So, yung unimpeded or mga way harang na movements ng objects like yung pag mag-oscillate, mag-vibrate, and mag-rotate, kahingian yung mga real-life occurrences, and when we say occurrences, meaning pangyayari. Amo yung mga real-life na situation or pangyayari na ga-behave or example ng simple harmonic motion like this. Next, the equations of simple harmonic motion. The displacement y is the directed height or length of an object behaving in simple harmonic motion with respect to time. T is given by one of the following equations. So these are the equations of the simple harmonic motion. Pag sine, this one. Or y is equal to a sin b times the quantity of t minus c plus d. And pag cosine, y is equal to a cos b times the quantity of t minus c plus d. In both equations, we have the following information. Yang y is amo yang directed height or length of an object. Then yang a amo yang absolute value ng amplitude. Or to get the value of the amplitude, yung formula is the absolute value of a is equal to 1/2 times the quantity of big M minus small m. The big M is the maximum height and the small m is the minimum height. And of course, pag sineng hanapon, sin yung gamiton. And pag cosine hanapon, cos yung gamiton. Then the B is the absolute value of period. Sang B, pwede period yung hanapon, pwede isang frequency. Pag period yung hanapon, the formula is 2 pi over the absolute value of B, or the period is the time required to complete one cycle from one highest or lowest point to the next. Again, the period is the time required to complete one cycle. While the frequency, to get the value of frequency, the formula is the absolute value of B over 2 pi. The frequency is the number of cycles per unit. And the C is responsible for the horizontal shift in time. C, horizontal shift in time, and the D is responsible for the vertical shift in displacement. Again, C is the horizontal shift in time, and D is the vertical shift in displacement.
here is the equation of simple harmonic motion, which is y is equal to 6 cos 3 pi over 4 quantity of t minus 3 plus 5. Let us identify the a, b, and c. So RA is equal to 6, RB is equal to 3 pi over 4, and also RC is equal to 5. Next is finding the frequency. The formula of our frequency is absolute value of B over 2 pi. So, RB is equal to 3 pi over 4. Absolute value of 3 pi over 4 divide 2 pi is equal to 3 over 8. Cycle per unit. Therefore, 3 over 8 is our frequency.
Example of simple harmonic. So, suppose you ride a Ferris wheel. The lowest point of the wheel is 3 meters off the ground, and its diameter is 20 meters. After it started, the Ferris wheel revolves at a constant speed, and it takes 32 seconds to bring you back again the riding point. After riding for 150 seconds, find your approximate height above the ground. So, in finding the approximate height above the ground, we identify the graph. So, this is our graph. First, we draw a line here, here, and here. This is our H, and this is our T. So, 3 meters off the ground. So, this is the ground, and this is 3 meters off the ground. 3 meters off the ground. We cut right from the ground. So, we can now draw a circle. This circle with a center. Our diameter is 20 meters. The half of the diameter is 10. 10 is our amplitude. And 10 plus 3 is 13. And 13 is our line center. So we can draw a line here from the between the center. So our graph will pass through from the bottom to here and here. Our absolute value of A equals 10. The amplitude is 10. So we can now identify the equation. So y equals A cosine B quantity x minus c plus d. So this graph is a cosine function because we started from the bottom, which is a cosine function. So y equals negative 10. So our amplitude is negative 10 because we started from the bottom to the top, which is the bottom is negative. So our 10 is negative. Cosine. So in finding B, we use the period formula. So period equals 2 pi over absolute value of B. So we can write it as absolute value of B equals 2 pi over period. So absolute value of B equals 2 pi over 32, which is 32 is our period. So absolute value of B equals 2 pi over 16. So we come up with this. I come up with this answer because of 2 divided by 32 is 16. So our B is pi over 16. So y equals negative 10 cosine pi over 16 times the quantity x minus c. So we don't have a horizontal shape, and we can write it as 0. So x minus 0 plus 13. Our d is 13. the center. So, y equals negative 10 cosine pi over 16. The variable x can be written as t, the time. So, t plus 13. Y equals negative 10 cosine pi over 16. So, our time is 150 plus 13. So, negative 10 cosine pi over 16 times 150 plus 13 is approximately 16.83 meters. So, 16.83 meters is the height above the ground.
Damped harmonic motion. Na uno-uno pagkamang ng answer. Equation of damped harmonic motion. The equation describing the displacement y of an object at time y equals ke minus ct sine bt, or y equals ke minus ct cos bt for the quantity c greater than 0. Then the object is in a damped harmonic motion. The c constant is the damping constant and k is the initial amplitude. So, example number 1. A vibrating violin string. String on the violin is pulled a distance of 0.7 cm above its wrist position, then released and allowed to vibrate. The damping constant C for this string is determined to be 1.5. Suppose that the notes proceed is PRG, which your frequency is equal to 200 Hz. Find an equation that describes the motion of the point at which the string was pulled. So, yung hanapin nato is, find an equation that describes motion. So, the equation.
So, yung gamitan natin na formula is y equals to ke minus ct cos the quantity of dt. Okay? Aming gamitin natin na formula. So, yung t which is time, yung given nga to is 0. Yung k which is initial amplitude. Yung given nga to is 0.7 cm. So, equal na siya ng a. Equals to 0.7. Okay? So, yung B na to is equals to, yung B na to is frequency. B equals to frequency, which is yung giving na to 200 Hz or Hertz. So, yung given is naman to is, ang to, constant. Yung constant equals to 1.5. Ano yung given nga to. So, yung gamito na to is F equal to B over 2 pi. So, kay yung frequency na to which is 200, so, butang na to ini siya. Tapos, meaning B over 2 pi, kapiho lang nato siya. So 200 times 1, di ba 200? So, what is siya? So, yung kanato ko man sini is, i-times nato si 200 times 2. Diba, si 200 times 2 is 400. So, among ini, B equals to 400. Tapos, yung kanato C, which is constant, i-giving nato is 1.5. So, among lang ini answer. Frequency, quantity of T equals to 0.7. Yung 0.7 nato, which is initial amplitude, is kaya. So, copy lang nato si E. No, di na nato matandugon siya kayo, siya ikaw. So, yung kanato C is 1.5. So, kanato C is 1.5. So, ito nato siya. Okay, which is, yung C nga ni is constant siya. So, putang siya. Then, copy si T. Okay, which is yung T na to 0. So, T. Butang na to si T. Then, cos, then 400 pi. T gihapon. So, yung 400. So, basi mati nga ka mga ninasang ni 400 pi equals T, which is time kay kay, di ba 200 times 2 equals 400. So, ang pamaypay nga ni, so dahan siya nga ni ing pi. Kalingaw lang ako. So, among ini yung answer da.